Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, especially Bob. What a great story, actually 3 stories. Fantastic speech. I love the way you opened it with your declarative statement, which is one good way to open a statement, open a speech. Ben was a city boy, let us know. You used the title of your speech, and you set the tone for what you were going to talk about. You're going to talk about Ben, obviously. And you told us 3 stories. And your 3 stories, first of all, with Bill the horse, then driving the tractor, and then camping. So your 3 stories were good. I loved the way you told the stories, very folksy. You got rid of this, you came out here and you talked, because these are stories you know. These are stories you've been telling for years, obviously, because you told us that at the end of your speech. That even now, 60 years later, these are still the stories you tell around your campfire. So your ending was great. You had a call to action. Hey, you all probably have stories like this. Think of your stories of your family and your friends and use them as speech subjects and share them here in Toastmasters. And that's a great idea. It's a fantastic place to mine material for your speeches. I thought your gestures were fantastic as you were out here first talking about Bill the horse and how you kind of gestured how he got on the horse, and then the horse takes off galloping and going for the barn, and that you needed to hunker down, and you're yelling, and then he didn't hunker down. Instead, he put his hands up like this. It was just fantastic gestures throughout. When he was plowing, he reaching around for the rope, and the camping, when he realizes he's in somebody's front yard, he's grabbing everybody up and throwing them in the car. It was just fantastic, very engaging. It kept me riveted to what you were saying the entire time. For grow points, I had to kind of reach here, but I would think, I'm assuming, or I'm believing that Ben is your brother-in-law, and I think that you maybe make that a little bit more clear early on, that he, in fact, married your sister and he's your brother-in-law. And maybe to add some color to it, actual dialogue, actual things that, like when he's on the horse, you know, Ben's yelling, whoa, whoa, and you guys are yelling, duck, duck, and things like that. And when you know, just a little stuff like that, add a little color to it. Individual dialogue, it adds a little backstory and fills in some of the blanks. But it was a great speech. I love the stories. I love stories anyway. As a friend of mine says, you can't argue with a story. So loved it. Love to hear more about other stories like that in your life.
All right, thank you, Pastor.